gonna say live.
We did it. We're a little slow and a little behind. Our son.
Wait, did we do it?
Yes, we did it.
Yay!
We're a little challenged. We thought we had it all figured out, but obviously we don't have a clue what we're doing. But that's why we're here to
Are you sure it's working?
learn.
Oh, geez, it's working.
Good morning. How are y'all today? I hope y'all are doing great. I hope you had a great weekend. Well,
Welcome to the very first TLT Live. I'm Mr. D. With me is my incredible wife, Mara. Say hello again.
hello again. Our son likes to call us boomers. We're not boomers, but
We feel like it
we
sometimes.
feel like it sometimes. We're a little technology challenged, but hey, we're giving it a try, something new. We want our kids to learn, so we're being lifetime learners as well. So yay!
Thank y'all all for joining us. It's been quite a
We have
week.
one viewer. Hi.
Yay! It's been quite a week for TLT. We're sitting at 368 members right now. We hope everyone is enjoying it as much as we are. Big news for you that's watching. When we reach 500 members, which is will be probably a little while because we're at 368. But when we do,
In January.
there'll be a $50 Amazon drawing. And then, when we reach 1,000 members, there'll be another one.
Wow, you've got great goals there.
Yes, yes. So please, please, please don't forget to invite your educator friends. The more, the merrier. What is this screen? Hope I didn't miss it.
You're not supposed to talk like that.
I'm sorry. Mar, how was your week?
My week was long. I did cry once this week. I know.
That's not good.
I've been teaching for 31 years, and yeah, this week was hard. But thankful I have a great teaching team and great partners and great admin who gave me a hug and said it's gonna be okay. Offered me a Diet Coke and a donut, and life was good again. But my one thing that was the best thing this week is that I have a little friend I've been working with for 41 days now, and yesterday she wrote her name and was
Very
so
good.
proud. So yay!
Very
The
good.
little victories.
Steps. Little victories, big steps.
Absolutely.
My week was good, busy, but good. We finally got some rain.
So that
Which-
meant no recess for 3 days. Yay!
And I'm an itinerant teacher, so that means I got wet, but I don't care because I like playing in the rain. And it cooled off a little bit.
It did. That's true.
I also had another truck charcuterie,
Charcuterie.
and it was good because I waited until lunchtime this time.
Oh wait, I didn't tell you something funny. Well, it's not really funny, but we had our kids can't go on the swings after it rains because there's mud pot. There's places where the water settles, and the little kindergarten kid came up and was staring at the water, and we're like, "Hey, friend, get away from the water. We don't want you to fall in." And she's, but it's so interesting. It looks like butt cheeks. Like,
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
it was kind of funny.
Yep. I don't know what they're gonna say.
Nope.
Um,
Hey, we have another viewer. Hi.
Because we really don't have a clue as to if anyone will show up, but we have 2 of you so far. Our format's kind of loosey-goosey. We're just going to discuss some topics. Feel free to comment. So I don't know where they'll be. Will they show comments up there somewhere? Okay, our questions, and we'll see what we can do. So let's get started. First, I saw a post this week that I thought was interesting. It was about the Sesame Street book, The Monster at the End of the Book with Grover. It was one of my favorites. First year it sold over 2 million copies, and as of January 2021, it had sold over 13 million copies. It's a very good book. As a beginning reader, it was one of my favorites. What were y'all's favorites? Mar, did you have any?
My kids at school love the monster at the end of the book. That's one of their favorite books. But as a little girl, my favorite book of all was a silly little golden book called Nurse Nancy or Nancy Nurse. And I had forgotten about it, but that was my favorite book. I love my mom to read it to me. And we have care readers, which are community readers who come into our classroom to read to us at our school. And I've had the same care reader for 21 years. She's Grandma Froberg. They own Froberg Farm, which is in the town we live in. And she brought in a book called Dr. Dan, and she read Dr. Dan, and it was like Nurse Nancy's partner. So I went online and found the Nurse Nancy book, and so that was one of my favorite books. And my favorite chapter book was a book I'm sure no one's ever heard of except me and my sister, called The Trolley Car Family. And you bought it for me for Christmas several years ago, but I loved that book when I was little.
Well, like I said, one of my favorites was, of course, the monster at the end of the book.
You didn't tell me you were bringing pictures.
Everyone loves it. You see it? Like, it's kind of glary. Of course, Curious George.
I am not a Curious George fan.
It's
I
a
like Curious
little
George.
monkey. How can you not like monkeys? I like Curious George as a kid, and I still like Curious George.
Not a fan. Christine, a teacher at our school, Christine Holland,
Yeah.
used to love Curious George. Sorry, Christine, not a fan. I don't know why.
Another one I liked, Harold and his purple crayon.
That's probably why you like drawing so much.
That's really odd. I don't think there's any words. I can't remember. He just draws a lot. Very imaginative. He draws cities and rockets and things. My favorite book, though, of all time is The Story of Little Kettlehead. It's a cautionary tale.
It's a horrible book. Do not read it.
It's a cautionary tale about a little girl who plays with fire and she burns her head off and they end up putting a kettle on her head. And it's effective.
It's a horrible story. He's never read it to kids. You have to tell.
What?
For years, his mother told us about this book that she read called Little Buckethead. And so we searched for this book because she remembered it from her childhood. And we looked for years and years and years to find this book. And we finally found it, only it wasn't Buckethead, it was Little Kettlehead. So Darren was so excited to find it and tell her all about it. And she never remembered us. She never remembered telling us that and did not remember the story by the time we found the book. Kind of a womp womp moment, but yeah, we tried.
But it's a good book, though, and it works because I didn't play with fire that much, except once when me and Bruce Pepper stole the matches from Mr. Dub Elliott's house and burned out the bottom of their pool table.
Oh, wow.
But that was the only time we got caught.
Well, that's a great story. Hey, we have another viewer. Hey, friend.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, what about memorable teachers, good or bad?
Okay, I'm gonna start with bad because I like to end on good. She
Okay,
wasn't a
so
bad
good.
teacher. This lady was a great teacher. She taught history in 9th grade at my high school, and those who know me know I'm a little bit of a spaz, a little bit of a freak, and do not like to break rules. I just don't. And I was in a class with a bunch of kids, and I was taking a test, and the guy behind me did not know an answer. He tapped on me and said, "Let me have your answer." Well, me being the little girl who wasn't going to not follow directions, said no. The teacher saw me tell him no, called me out in the hall, ripped up my test, called me a cheater, and I didn't. I didn't, and it crushed me, and she didn't believe me, and it hurt my heart for a very long time. And so my goal was to always listen to the kids' side, because that hurt my heart because I was telling the truth. But I've had lots of memorable teachers. My first grade teacher was Missy Evans.
Missy.
And I'm lucky enough to go to church with her, and she has been volunteering at the school I got to student teach back at the school I went to in elementary school. So that was kind of cool. And now Missy comes to our school and does laminating once a week. And I just love her. I always wanted to be Miss Evans and Miss Wilson and all my teachers at Stevenson Elementary. They were amazing. I still remember the letter O. We got to fry donuts in her class, and we read poems about a green anaconda, and it was just, I adored her. And then in junior high, I had Jackie Caffey and Belle Sanchez, who were amazing teachers, and they both have
Yes, they
schools
are.
named after them. And they both give back to the community in great ways. And Belle Sanchez is an amazing mentor and friend. And I always tell her my goal when I grow up is to be like them. So there you have it. 3 of the best. What about you?
Since you said end on a happy note, I'll go dislike first. In fourth grade, I had a teacher who gave me licks.
Okay, but
for
first of all, why did you get licks?
sloppy work.
Oh, well, no.
One of the only 2 times I got licks in school. We won't discuss the other one because I deserved it then.
I
But-
never got licks because I always followed directions.
I didn't really like her.
Or I tried to. I tried
Um,
a lot.
My sister in first grade had such a bad experience with the teacher. In the second grade, she started going by her middle name instead of her first name because she couldn't stand the way her name sounded anymore from that first grade teacher.
That's kind of sad.
So yeah, you never realize the negative impact you can have on little lives. So be careful.
What about your good teachers?
All-time favorite teacher was Miss Ross, my junior high art teacher. She showed an interest in my abilities and inspired me to be creative, and that's I like to draw to
And-
this day.
And y'all don't know, Darren is probably one of the most creative people I know. He is. He draws, he writes, and he does amazing things, and he doesn't give himself enough credit. So,
We got a comment.
oh,
How do we see it?
I don't know. Keep going.
Sorry. We'll do better next time. What about lunches? School lunches, teacher lunches. I get stuck on something. Right now, it's. How do you say it?
Charcuterie.
That's it.
Yes.
I even posted a pic of my truck
Charcuterie.
online this week. I remember for a while last year, I was taking a big dill pickle every day. I didn't have much time to eat, so I'd take a pickle. And I had some people convinced it was a pickle diet. They didn't try it, of course, but
No, he's just weird.
I just liked pickles for a while, so until I burnt myself out on it. Mary?
I eat whatever you fix me. Right now, I'm really into yogurt. I don't know why. Into yogurt, but I eat whatever you
And a
pack
couple
for my
people
lunch.
asked about Mary's lunch.
Oh.
This was her lunch.
You took a
yesterday.
picture of my lunch.
Yeah, there's what kind of bread is this?
Oh no, sandwich thing.
Some kind of sandwich.
I don't think people care about my lunch.
Sure they do. There's a yogurt and some berries for a yogurt, which you bought huge berries. Don't
They
buy
were
those
too
big
big. Yeah,
berries.
they were too big.
2 bottles of water up here. Her favorite candy, hot tamales. And the reason I gave her 2 bags of chips because the Funyuns she had earlier in the week were stale. So in case they were stale again, I gave her Puffs because Puffs are fantastic.
But I gotta say, Darren has not always made my lunches. I normally make my own lunches. He did always make our kids' lunches and just let me worry about getting myself ready. So Darren knows that this year is kind of challenging, and he's doing whatever he can to try to make my life a little easier. So thank God for Darren.
Thank God for Mary.
Look, we love each other
Um,
after all these years.
There was a while that the district had a grant for teacher lunch.
Ooh, that was amazing. That was the best.
I ate a bunch.
That was the best. Taco soup. Ooh, they had good taco soup.
Taco soup. They had these and little. What is it called?
Well, that was like a meat and cheese cup.
Yeah, but let's say the fancy
Charcuterie. He went to speech when he was little, so he has issues with his S's, which is kind of important when your name is Stillwell. Your S's are kind of important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay.
Qualities or characteristics of your favorite coworkers. Mark?
Okay, well, I'm lucky enough that I have worked with a lot of my coworkers for a very long time because I am old. And I have a team that I absolutely adore working with. One of them I've worked with for 20 plus years, that's on my team. And one of my other team members, her mother was our team member years ago before she retired. And now her daughter's working with us. And then we have a newbie that we've taken in and we love, well, she's not really a newbie, but we love her as well. I think you have to have coworkers who you can trust, who you can say what you need to say, who will give you a pep talk when you need a pep talk, but who will also tell you to suck it up, buttercup, and tell you when you're wrong or what you need to hear when you need to hear it. And you know that those things are spoken out of love and not any kind of ill intent. Oh, and I forgot to I just talked about my actual teammate. I have great friends. Our pre-K, like I have Megan Goodman. I don't know what I'd do without her. Shout out to Megan because she's probably one of our viewers. Thank you, Megan. And yeah, you want those people who you can come to, can sit, but you also want people who make you laugh. If you can't laugh, days get pretty long and pretty boring, and they see you at your best, they see you at your worst, and guess what? They're still your friend and they still love you. So that's what you want.
Sense of humor is very important. Luckily, I have some people I work with now that understand my weirdness.
We've already established that he was
Weird.
But
But I remember back when I worked at the school with Mary, there was a while we had a whole group that just got it, you know, and we would
some of us are still there.
we would prank the heck out of each other. This one time we completely emptied this teacher's room of her furniture. And we thought it was funny. She didn't think it was too funny, so we had to put it all back. Filling teachers' rooms with packing peanuts or balloons. I had another time we trapped a door to where.
Who was that? I don't remember who it was.
Amy.
Oh, okay.
When she opened the door, all the chairs were tied together on the desk, and it kind of scared her, but it's still funny. We also played Whose Tat Is That? Where
That was before people had tattoos, but
not like they do
it
now.
wasn't like it was now because
So
we're old.
if you had a tattoo in one of the restrooms, you take a picture of it and post it on the wall and try to guess whose tat is that.
There wasn't a prize for winning. It was just something silly.
You know, something to do. I forgot there was another special little group though that on Fridays
Oh,
we would go to this fancy place
I was not invited.
in Alvin called
No.
the Beer Garden. It's a very classy joint, just for a couple of beers after work and relax.
Some of us weren't invited,
So
even though we were married. Like,
Well, you don't like beer.
no,
I
I guess
don't drink anymore either.
I guess I didn't fit in. I wasn't a cool kid.
But humor is important, but a confidant is just as important. You have to have someone safe to listen when you just need to vent, and you need to be there for that person because, we all need it. Luckily, I got married. She has me, but we still have people at work who we can talk to. Very important. And another reason for PLC.
Find you a work bestie. That's what you need.
And if you can't find one, we're here for you. Just get in touch with us.
I like friends. I'm a very social person. I used to think I
She
wasn't a
is.
people
She's a
person.
people person. I'm
But I've always said I wasn't a people person, but
Yeah,
I think
you
I'm
are.
a people person.
I'm not.
He's shy. He's going to be in the corner standing, looking at everybody,
Looking
trying.
weird. But it takes all kinds. That's really all we had planned. What about today? What do we have planned for the rest of the day?
It's our grandbaby's birthday, so we're going to go celebrate her birthday. We've been dog watching.
She's not a baby anymore.
No, she's not a baby. She's
Yeah.
a big kid. We're dog watching our son's dog, so he's coming home today. So
Coming
he's
home
getting
today?
his dog,
Been in Canada for weeks.
and we're tired of his dog. I mean, we love her, but she doesn't sleep much, so not much.
Everyone, go ahead.
Oh, we're watching football. We're football fans,
Football
so
fans.
hook 'em.
Everyone, be sure and do something just for you this weekend. Don't forget.
Love
Very
one
important.
another. Oh, I stole your
also,
line. I don't know what
Invite
else.
your friends,
Oh, yes.
educator friends, paras,
Nurses,
administration,
anyone.
custodians, lawn maintenance. As long as they're in school and at work, they understand. $50 Amazon card at 500. 500. Another one at 1,000.
That was hard. Whatever.
Thank you for all you do. Thank you for watching TLT Live. Be sure to tune in next week. She thinks tune in sounds funny.
Because it's not tuning in, but whatever.
I think it's quaint.
Okay.
And remember always, love one another.
Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Love y'all.
What does it mean? Oh, we're still on. We're done. Sorry. Bye, guys.
I was probably sitting there like a little mouth on